Have you wanted the Mos Eisley Cantina? I have for the last year and a half, and I finally bit the bullet. I want to show you some of the amazing building techniques that I found while building the Cantina that you can put into your own builds on whatever you want to build. With 3,187 pieces, this build is quite the build. As you can see, it comes with 3 buildings, 2 vehicles, and a ton of minifigures. I want to start out with these moisture collectors. In Star Wars, you have to have random builds from what looks like a junkyard. And that's because Mos Eisley is kind of the far reaches of the galaxy. Well, for LEGO, they did not disappoint. They were able to build this collector using a bunch of random Technic pieces and then connecting bricks and vents on there to give it a look like it was very deliberate, like it meant to be here. And with this one, they actually used gears and wheel pieces to be able to create a whole new creation. This is something that LEGO has done really well in the past few years, is repurposing bricks, and this is no exception. The next one I want to talk about is how the doors work on the Cantina. So the slider here is probably one of the coolest techniques that they came up with or really refined on this build. So as you look here, the door assembly is its own independent assembly. It has parts here that allow you to slide up and down, but they put the brick upside down to allow it to hold the door open so that you can actually have it sitting there with the door open. But by doing this, they were able to do a slider door that looks really cool and really clean. One of the better functions that they built on this Cantina. Another fun technique that LEGO came up with was taking a 1x2 and then just a bunch of 1x1 round and square to be able to make a textured piece. And as you look on the building, it allows to break up some of the more painful portions that would have been just a completely smooth wall, to give it a little bit of texture without creating a lot of problems. The bar assembly is another one of the really cool designs that they built in here by using a custom piece to be able to create the rail. But I really like how they did this assembly here. They were able to combine a couple of different pieces and rods to create this assembly. So that it looks kind of like it's some sort of piece to a distillery. Using lightsabers, really just a bunch of random pieces that don't typically belong in this environment. This utilization of parts for purposes other than what they're typically designed for is found throughout. Like this air vent here is actually a wheel, as well as these wheels inside here that turn into tables. The third building technique is the tail end of the speeder that comes with the set. This speeder has an assembly that is actually built completely upside down so that you are able to connect the wings using the 1x2 piece that has holes in it, and what you typically see used is like the top of a bottle. By combining these pieces, they're able to flip this piece that used to be used more for a window or a hatch and create an inverted tail. And by using a couple of direction changers, they are able to create a wing assembly that looks like it's snot all the way around. By creating this snot appearance, it allows it to look very much like something that belongs in the Star Wars universe, and using techniques that are not commonly seen. One thing you'll notice with this set is quite a wide variety of minifigures. they went through and really tried to capture a lot of the wild costumes from the 70s, as far as the horns or Bat Boy, or even capturing the band. By doing this, LEGO Group was able to really capture the essence of this bar. And once you get them all in the bar, it makes for a really good full house. So let's go ahead and take a tour. Notice the door sliding up. And as you go around the bar, you can see all of the wild faces, including Han and Greedo. There's the band. And on this side, there's Obi-Wan negotiating with Chewie. And of course, Luke hidden away in the corner. And the spot. So I cleared off one of the shelves, but I don't have any tan plates yet. So I just set up the city that comes with the Cantina set, along with my Luke sand speeder, so that we can begin to have some fun doing the staging and telling the story. I'd like to add some more buildings and some more characters outside, but that's for another day.